Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our press conference to preview our fixture against Manchester City this weekend. And if we can start off with Greg Whelan from Sky Sports, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Carlo, one game against the champions to try and get into Europe. How do you see it? How are you going to approach it?
What I said a long time ago, it happened. And I said that we wanted to fight until the last game, the last minute of the last game for Europe, and we are there to fight. And with all our motivation, with all our energy, we know that it will be maybe the most difficult game against the champions, but we are confident because we did really well away. We had fantastic results against strong team away, and so for this reason I am confident. The motivation is really high, the pressure also, but this is absolutely normal. Maybe this is the most important game of the season, but I think mentally and physically we are ready.
How key is that for you, Carlo? This away record, 11 wins in 18 matches. What confidence, what belief does that give your group going into a game like this one?
We were able to manage well to put our characteristic that, as I said a lot of times, we are not a quality team, but we are a strong team with a strong attitude, with solid defensively, and so we were able to do this more away than compared to home, and so this is the reason of the results.
James Rodriguez, Carlo, wasn't available to you for the Wolves game in midweek. How likely is he to feature on Sunday?
James Rodriguez, unfortunately, is not available for the game. He didn't recover from his problem on his calf, and unfortunately, he didn't finish well the season, and now he will be focused to prepare the Copa America with the national team. I hope to have him soon and next season fit at his best. Also, Coleman had problem during the game against Wolves. He will not be available for the game, but he will support the team as a captain.
Should you not finish in the top 7, should you not qualify for Europe, what bearing will that have on your own evaluation of this season, Carlo?
I think that the fact that if we are able to play in Europe, it will be a step forward quicker than the normal. If we are not, I think the team improved, and we have to prepare the next season with a better team, with a better squad, to be more competitive than we were this season. It doesn't change a lot, of course. For everyone, for the club to play in Europe will be better. This is for sure.
Finally, from me, however things do pan out on Sunday, how active do you feel you're likely to be in the transfer market this summer to get the club closer to where you want it to be?
I think the plan is quite clear. It's clear. We have time to talk in the next few weeks how to improve the squad. The plan is clear. Also, the profile of the player that we need is clear for everyone, and so we have to work on it.
Many thanks, Greg. We'll now go to Mark Webber from Premier League Productions, please.
Hello, Carlo. 2 questions from me, if you can hear me. One is 2 things as we come to the end of the season, as we come to the last game. 2 things that you perhaps been the most proud of in achieving with Everton that perhaps us media haven't recognised?
What are the 2 things that you're most proud of achieving with Everton this season? Are the 2 things you could suggest?
No, I'm really pleased that for sure we were more competitive compared to last season. We were more competitive against a strong team. We were really competitive against Liverpool. We won the derby. We won a lot of difficult game away. And so this is the best part of this season. And then we can talk also about the worst part of the season, that of course was the home run that was not good enough.
And a follow-up question then, looking forward, in terms of the personnel you have and the type of football you want to play next season, what are the two things you've already noticed this season that you're determined to change next season?
No, for the next season, I think that we have to put more quality or more quality in the squad and to play more attractive football.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, that's it from me. Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. We'll go to Alistair McGowan, please, from the BBC.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
I just wondered, you spoke a lot prior to the last game about the players needed to respond with motivation. Do you think that they responded, and will they take that into the next game too?
Yeah, they responded, but I knew this. The history of this season was like this. After a defeat, usually we had always a great reaction. We lost at home a lot of game, and there were really difficult games away, and we were able to win. And so it was quite clear that I was sure that the reaction against the Wolves was there. They did, and the game tomorrow is against City. It is a little bit different. We don't need to react, but the motivation and has to be really high. The target is really close to us. Only one game. Of course, it doesn't depend on us because we have to be lucky also with the other results. But we have to do our job. That is to try to win.
And you said that last week, or sorry, earlier this week, you said that you were looking for a winger or a wide player. Can you give fans an idea of the other types of players that you're bringing on, or even how many players you're looking at bringing on this summer?
The profile is to find a winger that scores goal, that is able to defend, that is able to sacrifice, that is able to put crosses. This kind of player, not easy to find, but there are a lot of profiles. If you look the market and the players around the world, there are really a lot of good players around the world.
And just last of all, what are your thoughts on the Europa Conference League, new competition for next season? Do you think that there's a lack of pedigree in that competition for so much sacrifice for so many games next season? Is it worth it?
It is a different competition. It's a new competition. I think in 80s there were 3 competitions in Europe, and then they changed. Now another competition is back. It's not the most excited competition in Europe, we know, but to participate could be good for us and for the future of us and of this club.
Thanks, Alistair.
Thank you. Good luck.
We'll now move on to James Mountford from Radio Merseyside, please.
Hello, Carlo.
Hello.
Just on Manchester City, given that they have a Champions League final to look forward to and have already won the league, what sort of a Manchester City do you think you'll be facing?
Manchester City that usually plays his style of football, and doesn't matter who's going to play or is not going to play. They have a fantastic squad. They have a fantastic idea of football, and so we expect the best Man City possible. This is absolutely normal. I don't think that they are going to think about the final, because the final is at least in 1 week, and they will play this game at their best.
Just on the summer, hopefully you'll have Jordan Pickford and Dominic Calvert-Lewin going with England to the Euros. What sort of a chance do you think Ben Godfrey has?
I don't know. I think he did Benny did his job. He did his best in this competition, in this season, and I think if he will be selected, it will be a fantastic gift for him and a great gift for his season. That was absolutely outstanding. But the competition in the England squad is really high, and but I don't know. He did his best, and for me, it's enough.
Thank you.
Thanks, James. We'll go on to Carl Markham from PA, please.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry to go back to James again, but do you think the Copa America has been playing on his mind anyway? It's an unusual, strange end to the season for him, really.
In terms of James, do you think the Copa America has been on his mind? Has that resulted in a strange end to the season for him?
I think Copa America is in his mind, and has in his mind is the Europe, and when the season finished. I think James, unfortunately, in the last period, he was not fit. He had a little problem where he didn't give him the possibility to play regularly and what he needed to do, and that's it. And now, of course, he has to be focused for the Copa America because he wants to play for his country as all the player. After this, the end of the season, they will be focused for the national team. This is absolutely normal and no news. But to say that James was focused on the Copa America before, no. James was really disappointed for the fact that he was not able to help the team in this final part of the season, and was really disappointed, really sad. But what can he do? He has to be ready when the season starts next season, and to try to avoid the problem that he had this season.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it for the open section. So we will now move on to the newspapers, please.
You have to say the news.
Of course, yes.
The other good news is that this is the last press conference of the season, and honestly, I think we spent a lot of time together this season, and I think that we are tired to have this kind of conference online. I will hope that next season we can meet each other directly. Thank you.